All right, so today we're gonna do 3 classic Thanksgiving dishes to spruce up for your Thanksgiving. The next thing we're gonna work on is the jalapeno brown butter deviled eggs. Right now, what I'm about to do to get it started is I'm gonna go ahead and de-seed the jalapeno. We're gonna throw it in the oven at 375 because I want it to get a nice roast quick as possible. And then after that jalapeno comes out, we're gonna mix in 2 spoons of mascarpone. And mascarpone, I can never say it right, y'all, but mascarpone. We're gonna give it a nice blend, and then we're gonna go ahead and start putting our components together for that deviled egg, okay? Taking the seeds out is ideal because I don't want it too spicy. And since we're gonna blend it anyway, I don't necessarily need the seeds because I don't really want it that spicy. I can't take that much spice. I can't take that much heat. All right. So, all right, just throw that bad boy in there. I'll start off with 10 minutes. Another way that I'll know that it's done too with jalapenos for roasting is if I smell it. So we're gonna add roasted, toasted or roasted pecans, which I've already done already. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a nice fine chop. And what that does, it adds a nice crunch to the deviled eggs. So we'll start off with that. Where's my little trash? My little trash bin at? There it is. My little trash bin, y'all. All right. I don't want the pecans to be super big because I also will be using dry jalapenos as a garnish as well for the deviled eggs. But I don't want it too small either. I just want it small enough to cover the mousse on top of the deviled egg or the egg. I'd say that's about a good size. And also, what I'm doing now as well, obviously we can't make deviled eggs without having egg. So I have the pot on. I have it on a nice little medium high to our heat because I need to bring it to a boil. And then I also need to add a little bit of salt to my water. A little sprinkle, sprinkle. A little shimmy, shimmy. We're gonna turn this bad boy up just a little bit. We're actually gonna turn it up on high. And then once we add in the eggs, we're gonna turn it down a little bit. All right. All right, so this is where I won't go any smaller than this because it'll turn out looking like almond flour if I do. But these is the size that I want to go with. So something like that. So this is nice. Do this a little bit more. All right. If you're at home making these just for like your family and stuff, you're more than welcome not to use a glove. But most of the time, when I have ready-to-eat products, I prefer to use a glove for sanitation reasons, of course. So yeah, so we got the pecans going. I forgot. We got the pecans minced up. We got our water boiling for our eggs. And then lastly, what I have is, I should have kept my glove on actually. But what I have is dry jalapeno. So what I did was, I sliced up one jalapeno very thinly. And then I had the oven on 170 or as low as you can go. And it'll take about between minimum an hour to 2 hours depending on how your oven is. But you'll know when they're done when they are obviously thinner than what you started off with in the beginning. And then they'll be easier to pick up, because whenever it's in the oven and you're checking the doneness, whenever I pick up the jalapenos, it's thin out, but it's all like flappy. And that's not what I'm looking for. I need it to be a little bit more firm. So yeah, so we're gonna use those for the jalapenos. For the garnish for the deviled eggs. So yeah, and that's it. Next, in a few minutes, once we, after we get the eggs in the pot, and once that jalapeno comes out of the oven, we'll start to put the components together for the deviled eggs. So we have the jalapeno already roasted. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually chop it up just a little bit, and I'm gonna add in the mascarpone and we're gonna blend it. And the reason why I'm chopping the jalapenos up a little bit is because it won't be as hard for me to blend it if I leave it. It won't be as hard for me to blend it when it's smaller pieces rather than just me throwing it in there and merging it with the mascarpone. Start off. I'll cut up just a little bit more. All right. Toss that in there. I'm gonna add like 2 spoons of mascarpone. And with the jalapeno mascarpone, it's kind of like a to taste thing. So depending on how spicy I want it, that's how much jalapenos I add in. And then if it's too spicy, I'll obviously add in a little bit more mascarpone. But I'm just gonna start off with this because it is to taste. Gonna add a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a little bit more mascarpone inside, because I don't really want chunks for this. I don't want chunks at all, to be honest. So we're gonna add a little bit more. Maybe just a tiny bit more. All right, so you can see the color change in the mascarpone, but I still have a few chunks. I'll probably add like another spoon maybe, or a half, but no more than that, because that should do the trick once I add in that spoonful. Okay, I'm gonna do like a heaping scoop. I lied. Let's try this now. Money. All right. I think I'm gonna give it one more mix. But so far, I got little to none. Oh, I got one little chunk, or two, actually. But for the most part, that's what I'm looking for. A nice consistent, without the chunks. A nice consistency, but without the chunks. All right, I'm gonna tilt this just a little bit so that way I can get the most of it blended really, really good. All right. All right. Gotta get all that goodness out of there. Never use a finger, by the way. Oh, and don't do that either. All right. So let me show you what I got. So it's minced up. Let's see. Looking to make sure I don't have any more pieces in there. So far, so good. Wait, I feel like I just saw one. Okay, no, it's great. So yeah, you got a nice thick, creamy consistency. The jalapenos have been blended, and you can tell because of the color change, you know, because we started off with white. So yeah, and then what we're gonna do is, I'll probably take, let's start with 2 spoons. Actually, yeah, let's start with 2 spoons, 2 good spoons. We're gonna do like 2 to 3 spoons of the jalapeno mascarpone. And then next we're actually going to take, I'd say like 3/4 of the rest of this, and we're gonna throw that in there. Because if not, it'll be real spicy. And then I am going to take a 1/4 cup of mayo. I'm gonna add that in just to provide another creaminess to the deviled egg. I forgot a little bit more. All right, and then next we're gonna do like I'd say probably like a teaspoon of honey. All right, and then we're gonna add 2 capsules of red wine vinegar, just to give it a little bit of acidity, to get that jalapeno a little balanced. All right, and then we're gonna add like a 1/4 cup of brown butter with butter. So for the brown butter, what I'll do is I will melt the butter down on low. And then I will continue to cook the butter until I reach I'd say like, so it kind of depends on you. I like to go not too dark and not too light because I want it to have some color, but I don't want to burn the butter either because it's very easy to do. And then so once I reach a consistency color, a brown color that I like, I'll strain the butter because there's little pieces at the bottom of the pot that you don't want to use, or the pan that you don't want to use. And then I'll let the brown butter cool for a little bit, and then I'll take it for about like 5 minutes. And then I'll take it back up and I'll use that same blender to blend it up, and that's how I got the brown butter, okay? So I add that. All Okay. And then I'll add like a half tablespoon of smoked paprika. Can't not add paprika in your eggs. All right, and then what we're gonna do now is, the eggs are ready. I'm gonna run them through cold water a little bit so that way I won't have a hard time unpeeling it because I know it's still hot. And then I'm gonna slice them in half and we're gonna add the yolk mixture, well, the yolk into the mixture. And then we're gonna taste it and make adjustments. All right, so now I have the boiled eggs out of the pot and I've taken the shell off, as you can see. So I'm gonna slice the eggs in half and then I'm gonna add the yolk mixture into our other ingredients. And I like to keep the egg white as clean as possible, just for presentation, you know. But it's not a huge deal. All right. Alright. Alright. Let's set these over here. Oh, I got one more egg. Shawty cannot count. All right, I'm gonna clean this off a little bit so the yolk mixture, or the yolk isn't everywhere or all over the egg white. All right. Awesome. All right. Now we will mix. All right. I'm kind of like pulsing it just a little bit. So this is what we got so far. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna taste what I have so far. If it's too spicy, I am going to add a little bit of more mascarpone and maybe like a splash of honey. And then we're gonna go from there. All right. All right, and mix in that salt and pepper just a little bit. All right. So I'm gonna add in a little bit more jalapeno mascarpone because it's not as spicy as I want it to be. And a tad bit of honey actually too. Smoked paprika. Alright. I am just folding it in just a little bit. I really don't have to blend it since most of it is already mixed thoroughly. We're just gonna add a little bit more spice to it. All right, let's try it now. I'm gonna add a little bit more jalapenos in there. We're gonna do that. See, I was scared to start off without a lot of jalapenos because I didn't want it to be overpowering, but we're just gonna kick it up a notch. Oh wait, yeah, keep it up a notch. And right now I also have my water boiling or coming to a boil for the elbow for the macaroni and cheese. All right, so I'm gonna chop up a little bit of jalapeno and I'm gonna actually blend these jalapenos in. And even if you don't want if you don't want like your jalapenos like really well blended, you can also put them in minced too. That also kicks up the spice as well. All right. All right, let me try it now. It's almost there. I'm gonna add in the rest of this jalapeno. I'm gonna add in some more paprika. We're gonna go from there. And I'm gonna just fold this one in. All right. Try it one last time for good luck. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. All right, so I am about to pipe out. We're gonna add the yolk mixture into the piping bag, and we're gonna actually pipe the mixture on top of the egg. I forgot to add a little bit of dark chili powder, so I definitely added that in there with some vinegar, and I'll probably no, that's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add that in there, add the yolk mixture into the piping bag. We're gonna pipe it onto the eggs, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I will assemble it. Alright. Okay, so before I put the eggs on, I'm gonna add some microgreens to the bottom. And this just gives it a nice additional color for the eggs, and then this also prevents the eggs from not sliding. Turn it this way instead. Stay with me, bud. Alright. All right, oh, I take it out. So now we're gonna pipe the yolk on top of the egg. Nice little shimmy, not too much, but just enough to fill the empty space, or the hole rather. All right. And then next I am going to do the pecans, and then I'm gonna do the chocolate shavings on top, and then we'll do the dried jalapenos last. So you're just gonna put a little sprinkle, it doesn't have to be a lot. It's just a garnish, you know, and then just adds a little crunch to it. Okay. And it also gives it another color to the deviled egg, and also complements the green at the bottom of the microgreens. All right, let's see. I'll probably add a little bit more on this one. Okay, and then let's go, okay. You gotta check your eggs out, okay, baby? You gotta make sure they're looking good. All right, and then we're gonna do chocolate. I know you're like, chocolate's a little weird, but it actually adds a little bit of sweetness to the deviled eggs, just a tad bit. All right. And then lastly, we will add the dry jalapenos, and I'm gonna push them down a little bit so that way the jalapeno won't fall over. I'm gonna do these. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna start with these. The smaller they are, the better. Small one. This one's perfect. And there you are. And then let's pretend that like this was a plate, right? And you had like special guests over. Just kind of like stagger it like that. Or if you're doing like a private dinner or something, you know, their first course is a deviled egg. You take it and do it like this, or you can do the 3 up front or the 3 in the back. But you always want to do odd numbers. If I didn't learn anything else in culinary school, they said always do odd numbers. And there you go, and that's how you do jalapeno butter pecan deviled eggs.